As far as like hardcore and punk goes, aggression and anger has always been something that is a very genuine feeling, allows people to connect with us just better.
Hi, I'm Kelly from AMS here with Nicko Calderon from Knocked Loose, rhythm guitarist as well as background vocalist. We're underneath the stage at the Hammerstein Ballroom. So great to be here with you, Nicko.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
So, first question, jumping right into it. To start off with everyone's least favorite subject, the pandemic. You joined right in the middle of the pandemic, correct?
Yes.
So what was that like for you?
I was working a retail job like almost everybody, and it was fucking awful. And I've been hanging out with the Knocked Loose guys for a long time. They've been friends, and literally like one day I was just like hanging out at my apartment and I got a call from Brian, and he was like, "Hey, can I come over? I want to talk to you about something." And then from there it was like, we took a drive in his car, he showed me some music, and then we got back, and then he was like, "Hey, so do you want to join our band?" And I was like, "I'll get back to you." But it was like a very surreal thing just because like nobody really knew when music was going to come back. And I honestly was just like, like everybody, I was just in like a weird headspace. Like, I'm just going to go wherever and do whatever I can. And yeah, it was a very exciting but jarring question. And like, I remember like getting back in my apartment and like being like, "Hey," to my roommates, I'm like, "I just got asked to join this band. I don't know what to do, but I'm going to do it." So yeah, it was great. It was a very, very awesome light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
How do you feel like it affected the band's progress overall?
I mean, it's hard to say, just because not being in the band beforehand, but like in it now, I can say that our morale is like very high. Like I said, we've been friends for a long time, so it's like, it kind of just felt like a very natural fit and an easy transition. And creatively, I think we've at least hope we exceeded everything that we've done in the past.
Yeah, I've heard that one of your goals is to always like one-up yourselves in terms of things you release. Yeah. Do you feel like that puts creative pressure on you or limits you in any way?
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%. And I think like now more than ever, like the pressure is always high, but we work really well under pressure. So I think like, I don't know, the confidence is there for sure. But it's definitely a little scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What does one-upping look like to you?
More aggressive, heavier, faster, weirder. Yeah.
Why do you think aggression and weirdness is something you're like artistically drawn to?
As far as like hardcore and punk goes, and like metal in general, aggression and anger has always been something that is a very genuine feeling. And I think when we write stuff that's more aggressive, heavier, or just like weird in general, I think it allows people to connect with us just better, easier.
What techniques do you use to make things more aggressive? Like if you're looking at something you wrote and you're thinking, how do I make this more intense? What would your go-to move be?
I guess more breakdowns. Yeah, more breakdowns, weirder breakdowns, scarier sounds.
Scarier sounds?
More dissonance. Yeah.
Is heavy writing something that comes easily to you?
Actually, for me, no. That is more Isaac's department. But I think my addition to the band has been very good for the creative process just because I offer such a different, I guess, angle to the heavy side of music. Like I write very dark and melodic stuff, and mixing that with the heaviness that is Knocked Loose already has definitely opened up a lot of different sounds for us, for sure.
What kinds of things influence you?
Oh, that's a good question. I love sci-fi stuff.
Ooh.
So like aliens, space.
Cool.
Just like straight edge hardcore in general. A lot of that stuff influences me.
Is the whole band straight edge, just you?
No, there are 3 straight edge members, me, Brian, and Isaac.
Cool. What does that movement kind of mean to you?
It's my entire personality. I'm just kidding. But it is something that I wear with pride. It's more so like a personal protest for like addiction awareness. And it's just something that I've always been very passionate about since I was 16 or so. So Yeah.
No, that's really awesome. Do you feel like it helps like keep you kind of sharp when you're on tour?
No, not necessarily. But I mean, I don't have hangovers, so that's nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Playing emotionally intense stuff like that on tour night after night, does it ever get difficult to maintain that?
Yes, I'm hurting very bad right now currently.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
No, I'm being dramatic. Yes and no. Like, I think it's very important to have a routine on tour, which I was doing really well at for like the first 3 weeks, and then I kind of fell off. You definitely get lazier and sleep in more, and you know.
You guys are nearing the end of tour right now, right?
Yes, today and tomorrow are the last 2 days of tour, which I'm very sad about.
Your first tour with them was with Gojira, right?
No, my very first tour with them was a headliner that we did with Gatecreeper, Magnitude, and Karma. And it was like a full US, and we did two nights in the same city, and we did small rooms, and it was awesome.
Is there anything you learned on that tour that you feel like you've applied to this one?
Yes, mainly just touring in this magnitude of a band, giving your all every night and just learning, like I said, like having to make yourself a routine every day and just like staying aware, I guess.
What kind of routine did you have in place that you fell off?
Oh my God. I was waking up at like, okay, this is kind of much, but I was waking up at like 8:30 a.m. every day. And then like I had a workout routine. I would do a pour over for myself every morning and like do like my breakfast and everything, and then get myself all ready and stuff, which is like honestly so hard on tour.
You guys have a lot of gear to transport when you're on tour, right? Well, what do you guys use to like keep your gear safe, to move it all around?
I have a Gator vault case that I keep both my guitars in, and I love it a lot. It's awesome. And then I use a couple Pelican cases for like my amps and stuff.
What do you love about it?
The wheels are amazing on it. Like the balance is incredible. They keep my guitar secure, which is great. I haven't had any issues.
You guys use Kemper profilers live, right?
Yes. Wait. No, not anymore.
Ooh.
Not anymore. We just changed for this tour.
What changed?
We now use Quad Cortex and a Seymour Duncan PowerStage for the power amp.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you have analog rigs at home?
Yes. I'm a big analog guy, but the Quad Cortex is awesome, so.
Do you have any favorite pieces of gear? How do you feel like they influence your writing and creativity in general?
My Ibanez is my favorite piece of gear I've ever owned ever. It's my guitar. It's the Ibanez 24047. They name them numbers for some reason. But it's honestly the most inspiring piece of gear I think at least a guitarist can get. Just because like an artist getting a new paintbrush or a new iPad or something, it kind of just makes you feel good about yourself and it makes you feel confident, and usually the most coolest things come from a new piece of gear.
Yeah, like opens up new creative possibilities.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite type of venue to play? Like, do you prefer smaller shows, bigger shows?
I like them both for different things. Smaller shows are always more awesome just because the intimacy is there. No barricades, like the chaos is just all-time high, stage diving, all of that stuff. But having the room and the sound of a big stage and like big venues is like awesome. And being able to see all of the people enjoying themselves and like having the craziest, biggest pits ever is pretty nice and very cool to see as far as like stage standpoint. Yeah.
Do you miss being in the pits yourself?
Yeah, sometimes. I am retired now, but I do miss it. I miss it a lot.
Yeah, it's easy to miss.
Yeah.
Anything that you're looking forward to or excited about that's on the horizon?
Nothing that I can disclose right now, but we're working and it's dope.
I bet it is. All right, that's all I got.
Thank you, Gator. Thank you, AMS. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to American Musical Supply.